Hello, everyone. How are you? This is Dagmar, the spiritual healer, teacher, and your guide throughout the twin flame journey. I've had much of my own twin flame journey many years ago, and I've come to understand the twin flame journey and the twin flame relationships to depths that is really rare because I come from the spiritual healer perspective and knowing how to shift energies. So anyway, just wanted to talk to you today about if you're experiencing separation with your twin flame. I know a lot of you are. You could be either in a place where both of you are married, or he could be in jail, or he's long distance or she's long distance, and it's hard to get together, or perhaps he passed or she passed away. And so there's many different separations we can experience, but I want to let you know that there is a reason, spiritual reason, why you're experiencing this separation, which I'm going to go over in just a little bit, and also how or what you can do about this intensity and this incredible yearning sometimes we can have to want to be with our twin flame, and that almost hurts. And you know what you can do about that. So just bear with me for a few minutes. I'm going to go over all these things real quick. So the different separations, different reasons, it could be that in the case when you're married and he's married or she's married, it could be that your path just isn't to end up in a physical union together, okay? It doesn't mean that you're not in a union right now, because if you are in a journey with your twin flame, you're in a union with them, you're in a relationship with them, even if that means no communication, because you're still experiencing things as a result of this twin flame journey. Perhaps he or she is coming to you in your dream and you have these intense feelings, etc., etc. That means that you are in a twin flame journey. And, it's a union that's spiritual. And there's a spiritual reason for why this union is happening, okay? And the big reason for that is to basically help you spiritually awaken, to help you heal your past, to help you grow through it, and in essence, to help you, to aid you in the ascension process, to ascend into the higher vibrations. That's the ultimate reason why you've come together with your twin flame in some form or another, okay? Even if both of you are married, or say he's in jail. It could be also that you are not meant to be physically in close proximity at this time because it might be too intense for you. Because the twin flame relationship does mirror 100% and magnifies everything by 100-fold. And so including all your baggage. And so it can, cause quite a bit of intensity if you aren't prepared to deal with it, okay? And so that could be another reason. Like, for example, me and my twin flame, initially he was in jail and I was visiting him over the course of maybe 1 or 2 years before we actually managed to come together. And eventually we actually did live together for a little while, but then it wasn't meant to be long-term in my case, okay? Because he had a different path than I, but nonetheless, he helped me hugely in my journey, my soul path and my soul purpose, and connecting me with who I actually was. And it's been absolutely incredible, the whole story. But initially, we had FaceTime through a window at jail. We couldn't be in physical proximity. And it was a safety measure, if you will, for both of us. So that can be one reason for whatever your situation is where you feel separated. The other aspect could be that perhaps you've lost your twin flame, they passed away, and perhaps there could be several reasons. One is you could be actually done with the twin flame journey. They've done their part and they were ready to move on, and so are you spiritually, but there may be still maybe aftermath of emotions there that are intense, which again can be remedied through healing your unresolved past. And sometimes a loss triggers the fact that we've had other losses in our past, in this life or in even other lifetimes, and we haven't fully healed them. And so it can be very intense just experiencing that loss, because when it gets triggered, it triggers all these other losses we've had in the past. And all of a sudden that intensity just comes smashing back at us into the present time of all these other losses. And so it can be way more intense than normally you would experience just one single loss. Okay. And so that's why it behooves us to heal our past, because that intensity comes flooding back at us, when it gets triggered through a loss at present time. So that could be another reason that perhaps you need to heal losses in your past, or one other significant loss, so that's another reason, okay, if we lost our twin flame. And for me, there was an interesting separation that I had, because you can also have intermittent separations with your twin flame and then come back together and then, separate again. And it signifies something, okay? It signifies something you've experienced together. In other words, even, it means something, even if you're in a non-communication with your twin flame, it signifies something. It's kind of like the music is actually in the spaces between the notes. All right, it means something. And so I want to share with you my personal experience about the separation I went through with my twin flame. That was temporary. It was like about a month. Okay, we had been communicating. Actually, at that point, he was actually in jail. But we've been communicating through letters, and I kept visiting him every week. And it was amazing, the interaction and the thought, the ESP, twin flames have a lot of ESP together. And so we were like finishing each other's sentences and, answering each other's questions in letters that we haven't quite received yet. We already knew what we're going to say. I mean, it was just incredible experience with him. But there was this one phase of separation all of a sudden for a month. And through the different energies that were coming to the surface and how I felt and so forth, I actually at that point puzzled together or recognized that I had drowned in a past lifetime around him when we were kids. And I literally would say things like, don't take me too far into the water, too deep into the waters with you, because I may drown. And then we had this quiet space for about a month where neither of us communicated. And I mean, we would like talk every week, constantly. So it was this sudden quiet space, and it signified my death in that past lifetime, that quiet space. And all those emotions that it brought up when we, were quiet, like not being able to see each other again, feeling that loss, and all these things came flooding to the surface. And it was about healing that drowning. And when we came back together, he said, gosh, I thought I wasn't going to see you again because I thought you said I was drowning you or something like that. And it was interesting because we were thinking we were speaking metaphorically, but we were actually from our subconscious mind expressing what we actually experienced in that past lifetime. It was very fascinating. I actually am telling that story of that drowning in my book. If you guys are interested in reading it, it's a very fascinating read. But it was that space of separation and what that signified, which was no communication, being separate, not seeing each other, and it had such a huge significance. So what I'm trying to tell you is that you know, whatever separation you're going through has a significance, you know, and it's personal to you. It could be different for different people, but there is a reason behind why you experience separation. And quite often it has to do with something that you actually need to heal that is from your past. Most likely with twin flames, it's, you know, a past lifetime or something we experienced in a past lifetime. And so I just wanted to let you know that that there's reasons for it. And especially if it's based on your feelings, how it makes you feel, you know, what are you feeling as a result of the separation, right? That it's bringing forth, right? So anyway, I want to tell you guys, I just recently put together a amazing program. It's a 5-week journey of diving deep within yourself, of basically helping you heal your twin flame relationship. And things like this, like separation and anxiety, fears, you know, runner chaser, push and pull, you know, all those different energies you're experiencing with your twin flame can be addressed through that 5-week journey, and including helping you heal some past lifetimes. And so I want to point that out to you. I want to offer that to you. As a couple, there's actually a discount I will be offering. So if you are a couple and you both want to participate, you're a twin flame couple, and you both want to participate in the 5-week journey, there is a discount for both of you. So just ask me about that. And it's going to be so much fun. And, you know, the key is when you are in a space of yearning for your twin flame, and it feels like it's almost hurting, like you want to be around them, and there's this intensity, you know, you can do something about that. And the thing you can do about that is heal what the past, that why it is that you're having such a yearning for them, because it has to do directly with your unresolved past together. And, you know, quite often that unresolved past is the actual magnet in our relationship. Even in normal relationships, it's a magnet. And because on a soul level, we are trying to work things out. And so I am here to help. If you want to resolve your twin flame relationship, you want to improve it, sometimes you can improve it and you can change what's happening there as a result of shifting your vibration. Sometimes it doesn't change, it depends on what it is. You know, of course, if your twin flame passed away, you're not going to bring them back. But sometimes, you know, we can alter, you know, what's happening, like in his case, you know, the separation, and, you know, it brought us back together again after I healed what I needed to heal. And after I brought it into my awareness, recognized what it was. Quite often that's enough healing. You know, spirit wants us to be aware of what happened to us. The soul wants us to be aware, bring it to awareness. Sometimes that's enough in itself to actually heal whatever is in the past. Other times there needs to be more done. But anyway, so, you know, the point is that you can do something about this yearning, this intensity, okay? And it's basically through healing your unresolved past with your twin flame. And I can help you do that. If you know, most of us really don't know how to access those deeper parts of ourselves, or how to heal a past lifetime, or how to bring it into our awareness because we don't remember them, you know. So just letting you know, the program's out there. I hope you'll join me. It's going to be a 5-week journey. And if you have questions, please let me know. I will post the link below the video. And I wish you guys a blessed twin flame journey. Much love.